Now, it's extremely valuable to communicate clearly, effectively, and professionally. Knowing how to express yourself is a mirror reflection of you. So, how you express yourself is actually a mirror reflection of you and yourself. But it's also the company that you work for or work with and other professional drivers across the nation as well. How you communicate, it's important to know how to do that as well. So the Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance, CVSA, that is a nonprofit organization that is comprised of local, state, provincial, territorial, and the federal commercial motor vehicle safety officials and the industry representative. All of these entities represents and is a part of that nonprofit organization. And it aims to achieve uniformity, compatibility, and reciprocity of the CMV inspections and enforcement. Now, when you're thinking about this, the officers as well are trained and certified by the Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance, which is the CVSA, so that way they can conduct roadside inspections. Now, these inspections are usually done at weigh stations, at the roadside, or at a company facility, and they specifically follow a standard procedure. So this is part of the process. Now, the inspectors, they work hard to make sure that the highways are safe for everyone, and they are dedicated to driver and vehicle safety as well. And remember what the Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance is and what their purpose and responsibilities are. Now, the purpose of the roadside inspections is to check all CMVs and CDL or non-CDL holders. And they do that to make sure they are in compliance with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations and the Hazardous Materials Regulations, also known as HMRs. Now, inspections often happen at weigh stations, roadsides, or motor carrier. And most inspections are level 1 and mainly focuses on the driver and vehicle. And it usually takes about between 45 minutes to 1 hour to complete. So the basic interview would be the driver and the vehicle. And specifically, I'm going to break down these individuals. The basic interview, the driver. The inspector will ask to review certain documents and credentials as part of the driver portion of the inspection. And then they'll ask for your driver's license, regular duty status, and vehicle periodic inspection documentations. Now note, the inspector may also ask to see vehicle registration, lease agreement, or shipping papers. And then just be prepared when you're at this basic interview as the driver, be prepared to give and hand over all documents and credentials. And just be sure that your documents are complete and make sure they are up to date. And then answer basic questions respectfully and honestly, because courtesy and appropriate manners are important, because poor manners can actually draw the attention to the inspector, and that can give or come off as a negative way if you're using poor manners or if you're not being polite, courteous, and respectful. And then the vehicle, the inspector will explain the vehicle inspection process and describe the hand signals that the inspector will use as part of the vehicle portion of the inspection. For example, if they were to check your lights, they'll signal you to follow those instructions, to use the turn signals or whatever instructions that the inspector gives you. Now, the vehicle components are checked to make sure that they are in safe operating condition. So the inspector will inspect both around and under the vehicle, looking for certain parts of the vehicle. So the inspectors, they'll check the vehicle for mechanical problems and anything that could cause a crash. And then they can or will place a vehicle out of service if it's unsafe or if it violates safety regulations. And then they'll look for non-critical deficiencies or malfunctions. For example, if a light is out or if it's a cracked tail light, those are some examples. Now note, minor defects may also result in violations, and something as simple as missing a warning triangle can actually lead to a violation. So that's why it's important to be prepared and know what to do, be polite, respectful when you're in the roadside inspection process. Hey, BET Trainer here. Listen, if you really had true value out of this video, go ahead and click that like button and share some honest comments about this video, because this is going to help other people as well see the video and get the value information, so that way they can be inspired by what you're doing right now as well. So also, if you want to get the latest updates, go ahead and click the subscribe button so then you can be able to always be updated on the next instant video that will be put out. So again, go ahead and do that. And this video was sponsored by BET Life Services and CDL for Life.